Hello and welcome to episode 277 of the Drive the Green podcast. I'm your host, Matty B, joined in studio by Bronell, Harv, and Knoop. On this episode, we recap Rickie Fowler's win at the Rocket Mortgage Classic. He is all the way back.
Big time.
Just a beautiful sight to see. We're going to talk all about it. We're also going to preview the Ultimate Roadie. It is the second installment of the Ultimate Roadie YouTube series. We are headed to Northwest Saskatchewan to play, I think right now, 8 courses in 4 days again?
7 or 8.
7 in 3. 7 in 3 and then 1 on Sunday, I think. So we're going to break down kind of where we're playing and our general excitement level is getting higher and higher. We're also going to preview the John Deere.
We are?
I think, a little bit.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Little one.
And
There's a
then
little
there's
one.
another live this week.
That's right.
Back-to-back weeks. All right.
Oh, no.
It's too much golf for those guys.
Like way too much. And I think that's probably it. Might be a shorter pod. I'll say it because I think you got to speak it into existence.
About 70 minutes.
Harv
Yeah,
said
that's all right.
that there's a pile of news.
There's always a pile of news.
Okay,
There's
well,
too
there'll be
much
quick
stuff
hitters this
going
week.
on.
I think we have a different idea of pile of news than Harv. He usually puts a bunch on there and then only a smattering of it is worth it.
You'd hate to miss something.
Yeah, it's true. But before we get into all that, we want to thank our sponsors, Player Golf, plyrgolf.com. Use the promo code Drive the Green. We got to get we forgot, after this, we got to remember to align our schedules, our clothing schedules, that is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We got a lot of player items to feature in this 7-8 courses. We can't wear the same thing. So, and if you are listening and you would like some player gear, use the promo code Drive the Green for 20% off your order. We're also members of Team Callaway. Tyler Gooch won. He's still a Callaway member, is he not?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And the Versa Jailbird also won. So
Yeah, Versa Jailbird seemed decent.
the
3 in a
is
row.
okay.
3 in a row.
Yeah.
For the
So-
low price of $3.99, you can get yourself one right now.
Yes.
And
American,
people are.
USD.
Lots are.
Lots.
I wish I could.
But
I don't know.
fair enough. And we're also drilling some. It's a cooler day here in Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
You're drinking browns.
The wind's up. I'm drinking Browns.
Yeah. I'm having blondes tonight.
Yep.
And we got, I'm just going to kick them underneath the old studio table here. We got a couple flats here to drink over the next few days.
Yep.
So
Yeah, by the
Churchill's.
end of the week, I bet you they will be gone.
those are all gone this week. Yep. So do we want to preview the Roadie first, or do we want to talk about our weeks,
So
obviously?
let's go through weeks quick, and then, I don't know.
Sure.
You want to do Roadie at the end, or?
Yeah,
Right after
yeah,
weeks.
at the end of weeks before
Oh.
Rickie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, Rickie is an exciting thing to talk about, but I think it's
Yeah.
Roadie's arguably more exciting.
Okay.
I'll
first.
start.
Yeah, let's go.
Sure.
Not a ton. Obviously, finishing up work last week.
You finished up work like 3 months ago.
Wednesday was
When
my
did you
my
start?
last official day. So it was nice to actually I shouldn't even say that because I played 36 holes Wednesday. So Tuesday was officially my last day. So
my.
it was nice to get that done. Back to Medicine Hat. I know I had talked about it a little bit last week. Was hoping to play some golf. Did not get a chance to. It was
Did
way
you take your
way
clubs?
too. I didn't even take them. No, it was way too hot. Looking at the forecast and just
Too hot.
10 o'clock. I kept looking at tee times. The earliest I could get was 7:30. Wasn't gonna make it to the game, or my kid's game at 10:30. So I just said, screw it. This weekend coming up for us is a big week. I didn't want to piss my wife off. So there we have it. The one thing I do want to say about the baseball this weekend was the hotel that we stayed off, Crown Point Suites or something like that. They had if I could stay at one of those every time I go out, they're amazing. Barbecues outside. They had big, huge fireplace with nice seating area around it. So obviously it was Canada Day on Saturday. So we come back from our game and have this big barbecue with all of our team and kind of sitting outside with all the parents. And yeah, it was a nice little time outside. So
Team building, but parents team building.
yes, there were a few accidents, a few mums who have never dabbled. I had a little bit there, so I shared with them.
No way.
I think they had some fun. One of the parents, because we had talked all weekend up to that point about those scooters. So they have those little scooters around town everywhere, right?
Oh, boy.
The Regina Red Sox were in town playing. So they went out on the town. One of them brought one back. So about 3:30 in the morning, one of the mums decides, hey, I'm going to take this thing for a rip. So everybody's kind of going around and around.
3:30 in the morning.
Yes.
Was this a Harv hockey tournament?
One of the mums bit it on this thing. Like face skidded on the ground.
And then
Oh
had to
my
show
God.
up to the tournament the next day?
She slept in. Game was
Yeah.
at 10:30. I think she got there at 11:45.
With a bandage on her face?
I know I didn't even actually see her.
She sounds like she might be your soulmate.
But other than that, that's about it.
Did she lose her phone too? Or?
I hope not. No. So that's about it for my week. So yeah, summer holidays are here. 14 drinks, 5 were beer, $3.59 on the year, and $1.33 for beer. So I did play twice, like I had said Wednesday. That gets me to 19 asterisk. Probably actually about 16.
The asterisk is
I did
down.
not think the asterisk was going to be down. I'll tell you that much.
So
It isn't.
So I looked today. Technically, according to Golf Canada, our season does not start until the end of April. So here we go. I get to take away 3 rounds. So I am at 16 rounds on the year.
According to Golf Canada. Okay, well, we'll add them to your tally of 97 last year, and you're at an even 100.
So I have, like I had said earlier last week, I have the third least amount of rounds out of the 3 of us.
third
two
least?
are
No,
both-
you
sorry,
don't.
Sorry, the
Most?
third most.
You don't.
Third most. Yes,
No,
you guys
you
are both ahead of
don't.
me. Done.
Okay, so
No,
here's
you
here's my
don't.
big thing. Why are you so against playing the most golf?
No,
Yeah.
I'm not.
Like,
I'm
yeah,
just saying.
yeah.
Like you're just you make a
I
big stink
do
about
not
it every
feel
week.
like I am playing a lot.
For you, yeah, you maybe you're right.
Yeah. And you guys are playing all the time.
All
He's
the
always at the
time.
course. You're always at the course.
I sent you the list. I was 5 behind you.
No.
Yes.
No. But that was with 3 extra, right? That was
Are
pre.
you counting the Melfort
pre
rounds?
asterisk? Yeah. I am.
Okay. Oh, that's ridiculous. You're still ahead of me and without counting those.
No,
so
no.
stop.
You
no,
played more
you
this week.
are. I checked
Anyways,
it. I have
uh,
a spreadsheet at the office. Like, holy.
7 birdies this week, so it gets me to 91 on the year.
So 91 in the 16 or 91 in the 19?
91 in the 16.
Did you
Yes.
Did you take out
I had
the
to take
3?
away 10. Yes.
That would be a canoe move for sure. To
That's a
include
lot
the
of birdies.
Yeah. I mean, if I played that many times, I'd have 30.
Yeah, right. I'll go next because mine will actually be pretty quick. Didn't do much. Went to the cabin this weekend. Took my kids up there for Canada Day. Did all the parades. Fireworks got canceled because a massive storm came through. But the real disappointing part is like Emma Lake isn't known for like fishing, but like Friday night we went out and found like a little honey hole.
Oh, yeah?
And we're just like hammering like big fish. Like that's never been the case. Like maybe you get 1 every 2 nights that are like big, and we caught like I don't know 10 of them in like 20 minutes.
So walleye or?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Walleye kept a bunch, ate them. And then so Saturday we go out again because like we might as well try and see if this wasn't a
test
fluke.
the theory. Yeah.
And we're hammering them again, but we got like a double header on. I look up and all of a sudden it's just like lightning bolt, like right on like the north end of the lake, and we're at the north end of the lake. I'm like, we better go in.
Mm-hmm.
And so we book it across the lake, get the boat on the lip. Like as I'm cranking it up, it's just plow winds. All of a sudden it goes from like 15K winds to probably 70.
Wow.
And then like just tarped it up, got to the truck, just starts pouring rain. So like we
Just in time.
got off just in time because that would have been a mess. And like it was a bad storm. Like power went out for 6 hours, trees down everywhere. It was wild.
Nipawin had to close the course for the weekend.
Like I went to Waskesiu the next day, and that back road that we take there, like we had to go like in like the other lane and around trees because they were all over the
Wow.
highway. But yeah, it was pretty wild. But other than that, didn't do too much. It was a good time up there. I had 10 drinks all weekend, so that gets me to 300 on the year. And I only played twice, so I'm at 18 rounds. Made 3 birdies, so I'm at 24 birdies in 18 rounds. That's my week.
I can go next.
Sure.
I know you like to be saved for last.
You say it every week for sure.
Yeah. So we didn't mention that our kids' baseball, well, my youngest kids' baseball is over, and we finished with an undefeated season. So congrats to the
Hat
junior
tip,
rookie
to the Rockies.
Rockies.
Undefeated because we might have had one tie.
Yeah.
Can't say won every game.
And we don't keep score, but we just know that we won every
You
single
know,
game.
yeah.
There's
You know.
certain factors at that level of ball that you factor in to decide who wins. And
Yep.
it's how many times they go to the tee, how many kids are laying on the ground when they're
Yep.
playing field. Like that counts against you.
Yep. Yeah, it's just like determining a handicap. There's other factors that you have to consider every
we're
single
down this
time.
road.
That's actually false, but okay. Like that's
I
exactly
I like
what
that
it's
tie.
designed
I like
for.
that
It's
tie.
a good time to bring it up again. This whole, because friend of the pod, Sean, posted on the TikTok about, or the reel or whatever it was, I can't remember which platform he replied on,
Instagram.
about, well, that's the whole point of Golf Canada. And Knoop's like, yeah, I told you.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No.
I understand the premise of it. but
Everyone
in order
knows
for
I'm
that-
worse.
In order for that to work, you have to play, I would say it's, in order for it to be legitimate, it has to be like 3 to 4 different courses. You can't play the same course all the time.
No.
Because, I don't know, I'm not singling him out, but if his home course, I bet you he's 3 to 5 shots better at his home course. Everyone is. And if you only play on your home course, that is a completely flawed Golf Canada handicap.
Because it
Exactly.
depends how hard your home course is.
No,
If
it's
your home
not.
course is really hard, you go somewhere else. Well, you know what?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
but
shoot
our
way
home
easier.
course is rated
So-
pretty hard.
It's
It shouldn't be.
it's just under par.
Tees were up everywhere today.
rated
it was,
under
it
par.
was easy. Yeah.
Don't discount
it
your
goes.
76.
No.
And also,
Disagree.
everyone knows I'm worse in the mornings and the afternoons. That has to be factored in. It's a known thing.
Sure.
Well,
Whatever
you
say,
can't
man.
disagree,
Sure.
can you? So
Sure.
thank you.
Sure.
I mean, we've been saying
It's also
for
a-
years that that's a flawed system.
It's also a
is.
mindset for you. So
No,
it's
You
No.
have to have,
it's a legit.
there has to
handicap
be a
is
bigger
the mind,
sample size.
so-
Got to be a
Yeah.
bigger
I don't know.
sample size.
Yeah.
Got to
So,
be.
Yeah. Baseball's
disagree.
over. My oldest is playing in the next month. I don't know why I agreed to that, but I played 1.5 rounds of golf this week.
Oh, that
Oh,
infamous
and I'm quitting
bail
after
you
nine.
had.
This is a good chance to parlay your week into my week.
Yeah. Well, I got to talk about camping a little bit, but
Oh, okay.
yeah, that was
I'll explain it. You can hop in when I talk about my week. Then you talk about camping right now,
okay.
and we'll talk about your bail.
So my highlights from camping are throwing rocks at loud birds, 2 hip injuries on the first night, loud neighbors listening to only Toby Keith on the first night. That was their entire playlist, Toby
no
Keith.
way.
Another
And I said,
another
"Hey."
another set of loud neighbors in the morning cooking on a fire at 5:30 a.m. Never seen that before camping. That's the earliest I've ever seen somebody start a fire and start cooking breakfast or lunch or whatever they were cooking. People cutting. Oh, here's one. People cutting through your site to get to theirs.
What?
Cut or uncut?
No.
It's cut big time.
Big time cut.
Yeah. They
Yeah,
just
yeah.
started walking through, and then they kind of just. I mean, they weren't.
Kept going.
The language barrier was there, so
Oh.
they kind of looked at us like, "Is this okay?" And it was like already too late, and I was just like, "I guess so." I mean,
You're
you know,
in.
the old arm thing, like, here you go. Go ahead.
Proceed.
So yeah, like I mean, that was just. I guess what do you expect when you go to like a public place on Canada Day weekend? Like
Well,
that,
especially like that place, they're like defined
yeah,
campsites. Like
They're- it's
when I
pretty-
went
yeah.
camping 2 weeks
It's
ago,
treed.
you're at that
Yeah.
one in Moose Jaw here, and it's just like an open green space that kind of
yeah.
like,
Like
there's
this is
3
tree.
that I didn't really
Yeah.
know. Like I put my tent up, I'm like
Yeah.
I think this is in the other guy's site, so we
Yeah.
moved it.
Oh.
Yeah. And it's very treat, and the cell service stinks. I was driving to the top of the hill to check baseball scores, walking down to the lake to check baseball scores.
I'm gonna go for a walk.
check
hon.
golf scores. Yeah,
Man.
It's such a nice night. I'm
I
gonna go
gotta-
for a walk.
I
I'll
gotta-
come with you. No, I just want to be alone.
I got to drive to the store to get ice.
Where's my phone again? Where's my phone? I gotta go for a walk.
Yeah, she gives you that. Yeah, you can go for a walk, but leave your phone here.
I'll
Well,
stay.
yeah,
I'll
no, I
stay.
don't want to go that
The
bad.
one time I was driving to the store to get ice, and I just immediately drove up to the top of the hill, and then almost forgot the ice on the way back.
Oh,
Made a quick left there. But yeah, I got out on a boat on Canada Day. There was no wind. Got burnt, but whatever. Kids got to go tubing. The best thing in the world is knowing 2 to 3 people that have a boat.
Boats are a hassle.
You don't have to own a boat.
You
You don't
do
have to
not
worry
want-
about the boat. You just get invited out 2 or 3 times a year, and perfect.
That
That's all you need.
Reminds me of something. So last year, my kids were a little younger. We had a tube, and it was just like your standard, like the circle, but they're like covered now, so you can like lay on them. Those ones. So my parents are like, "No, that's not good enough. They need a better tube." So they bought this tube, and I hadn't set it up till Friday when we got up there. This thing was like towing a small car behind a boat. It was so big, like you
like
could.
it had the,
just
the
bogging
spots
your
in the
boat
back
down?
that you could kneel
Oh yeah,
on.
it was a coach. It was a coach. You
the
could
Big Bertha. I
Yeah,
think.
essentially,
Yeah.
but I think it was bigger than that. You could have fit, like I went on with my kids because they were being scaredy cats out there, but you could have fit probably 8 6-year-olds on that tube comfortably.
That's perfect
Yeah, like
if you have that
Send them
many.
all out there.
yeah. Just dragging it around like it doesn't do anything. You're just essentially riding.
Yeah.
It's too big to
Yeah, you can't
hit bumps or
flip it.
anything. Like
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah.
So, anyways, we got home, and my wife's like, "Yeah, I think next year we're just gonna do cabins." So, might be getting rid of
You
the
win.
tent.
Big win for you.
Churchill booze count just 15, 359 and 183.
You guys are
So,
tied.
Yeah. Exact same.
359.
Yep.
Nice.
Wow.
Congrats.
Hmm.
So yeah, played today. Hurricane winds. Played okay, like score wise, but I mean my driver's still a complete mess. You guys, like this is something else.
Should be a great segue into your game at a bunch of tree-lined northern courses.
There's gonna
Yeah.
be some content, I think, for
Yeah.
you up there.
What do you mean?
Swears.
Your temper is
slurs.
gonna. Yeah.
The
Anger,
best part
club
about
throws.
I-
I
the-
might just be happy.
the
whole
one
time.
thing that we've identified for this roadie that we didn't necessarily catch on camera too much last time, and then now over the past couple years, more and more people have been reaching out about your just general demeanor.
Yeah.
And so we're going to put more of an emphasis on in between, that type of stuff. And
Lean
plus,
into
let's and we're going to take we're going to peel the curtain back a little bit. It's hard to tape every shot when there's just the 4 of you. So
Very much,
you
yeah.
you layer on that frustration or that busyness. Bronell's going to be at he's going to be strung a little extra tight, and we're going to have some fun.
I might fucking go completely opposite.
It is
just-
impossible for you
there's
to
And
no
do
just
it.
way
be
you
the
could do it.
happiest guy out there.
There's
I-
no way you
just
could.
love
You know how many
life.
times in your life you've said that
Don't
to like
care
me
I shoot.
specifically?
Don't
Yeah.
care if I shoot 95, whatever.
I would love to see that. If you can pull that off, I would
Tell you
love to see
We
that.
need a lot of.
Did you read that thread that I sent you today?
No, I didn't read
No,
it. Looks
but
stupid.
here's-
It looks stupid.
The first one, a commitment to fun. That's exactly
Yes.
what you need.
commitment.
That
to
is
fun.
exactly
Yes.
what you
You
need.
can't have fun if you're shooting shitty.
This is the thing. If you had the mindset of I don't care if I shot 95, you'd probably be a 0 handicap.
No, I wouldn't be.
He would. He would, for sure. If you could actually have fun on the golf course, you'd be way better than you are.
Yeah, I have fun once in a while.
No, you haven't. I haven't seen it very
no,
often.
I
unless
bet
you're
you have
boozing.
fun at least 3 times on the roadie.
Yeah. If
The
we're
3 evening rounds.
hey man, if we were playing a 4-man scramble this entire trip, I'd
Oh, it'd
be
the
happy the
best.
entire
It'd be
time.
so much fun.
It'd be the worst.
And
I
you
wouldn't
wouldn't
even
get
go.
to shoot your
Wouldn't even go.
73.
I wouldn't even have a score.
Not going.
Imagine playing just 8 4-man scramble.
It's
Which
not even
one's the
worth
best?
Going. It's
That's-
not even worth going.
Which course is the easiest?
Oh man.
But instead, he needs to see. We'll see how many times you shoot your handicap on the road trip, and then we'll see.
Can't wait.
Ooh. that could blow up in her face, or it could prove her point.
I speak from experience. My handicap at the Hillcrest is extremely flawed because I don't think I've ever shot my handicap on any other course than the Hillcrest.
You played well in Nipawin last Roadie.
Still 3 shots more than my handicap.
You're 78 on a 72, I think. So
Yeah, and I'm a 6 cap.
Well, this
I'm
year
playing-
you weren't last year.
yeah, you were under.
You were under your cap last
Way
year.
under. Yeah.
And then what would both the other 7 courses?
Don't know.
That was 2 years ago, by the way.
It's all about your potential.
Speaking of Nipawin, they got hammered by that storm. Hey, those trees are
Yeah,
everywhere.
I just brought it up.
That
when Harv
storm was
talking about it.
insane.
Yeah.
Like the radar that was showing, like
And now they're getting more rain up there. Like these
Yeah.
courses are going to be,
Chewed up.
well, maybe.
Scoring conditions.
Scoring conditions.
What's your week? Do you have anything?
Yeah, I do.
Better hurry
we'll
up.
talk about the round, but so I kind of slid it in last week. It was kind of the weirdest home purchase I think ever. Just like kind of flying under the radar. It's like, oh, I bought a house, and then kind of forgot that I bought the house. And then
The
next
day
thing you
came.
know, we got possession of the house and still have our old house.
Guy's so busy that he forgot he bought a house. He's got so many jobs.
So now we're in said house.
Too busy
We're in said house,
business-wise.
and we're only half moved in. But here's the thing. This is all I wanted to bring up. What's your general stance on, Knoop just moved into a house, on just like cleanliness of the house you purchase?
We had wrote it into our agreement that it needed to be professionally clean.
Yeah, because I wish we would have done that.
Yes.
So we showed up to get our keys on Friday, and the people we bought the house from were still there.
Yeah, that's crazy. I never heard of
Like
that.
we rolled
I have
up,
never heard of that
we
either.
rolled up, and our realtor walks in. We knock on the door, like we had the keys, so
Yeah.
they were there was a vehicle parked in the driveway. It's like, okay, what's going on here? Open the door. The door wasn't even locked because the people were still in it. They had a full carload of shit still in the garage they hadn't loaded into their car. The wife was in there like finishing loading up dishes. There was 4 dishes left in the dishwasher. We're like going to put our stuff into the kitchen cabinets. They're all just, and not like filthy, but like not cleaned.
Yeah.
Like it's very dusty. There was 2 like in the master bathroom. They left 2 bottles of shampoo in there.
Well, that's a win.
yeah. I tried it.
Plus,
Almost as good as
uh,
a trampoline.
But yeah, like so there's so many like things. So they left some stuff, and then the guy was there, and I saw him the day before. He was up on the roof because my brother lives down the block. He was up on the roof, and he was like doing something in the eaves trough. So I was like, well, he's here. I'm going to ask him, what were you doing on the roof yesterday? Wow, we had that little bit of that rain there last week, and I forgot that sometimes if it rains too heavy, this one section of the eaves trough will kind of almost like fold under the weight. So I was just reinforcing it for you. I'm like, oh, didn't disclose that in the property agreement that you know the
people
drainage
are the
isn't
worst.
right.
They're
Yeah.
just the worst.
And the funny thing is they're very nice people. They're just, I think they're so nice that they're oblivious to everything that was going on.
Yeah.
So yeah, like there's stuff, I'm finding stuff that was left that they forgot. The
It's yours now.
garage, yeah, and that's the problem is it's mine now. So then we're going back. Like then there's a little bit of a fridge leak. I'm like, oh my god, like the fridge doesn't even work now. I gotta buy a new fridge. It's not a good fridge, by the way. We were gonna replace it anyway, but yeah, it's turning into a little bit of a whoopsie. But that was the thing is we went back to our realtor and just like, what's the protocol for cleanliness? And so the realtor's just like, well, I think I could pay for someone to come and clean. I'm like, yep, that works. Yeah.
Nice.
You sold the house for them. You take the hit on it. You made probably
a couple $100.
25 grand on this house. You can pay a couple $100.
Yeah.
But so yeah, that's it kind of snuck up on me, that home purchase. And then I was having a really good Churchill booze count week. I was rolling into the weekend to this home purchase, had 5 beer all week, 5 drinks, and then decided to go to the Miller game on Moose Jaw Miller Express game on Canada Day. Okay, just another 4 or 5 drinks there. But then there was, I don't go to the fireworks anymore. My wife can take my kids, and I was going to go home. But the guy that I met at the Miller game was like, there's a cabaret downtown. You want to go? Sure, I'll go check it out. We go there. You had to pay to get in. So as soon as you pay to get in, it's like, well, now you got to
get
stay
your
for
money's
a bit.
worth.
Pot committed.
So then stayed for a bit, and then at that time the fireworks are over. My wife's like, "Am I coming to pick you up?" Well, we paid to get in, so we got to stick around. And then we went to the bar, and next thing you know, booze counts 18 this week.
Nice.
Living his
my
life.
life.
Yep, he's still there.
438 on the year, so I'm 199 ahead of you guys. Right? Oh no, you're 349.
No,
359.
359. Oh, geez, only
They're
seven.
in striking
69.
distance.
And what, you managed to sneak in 9 holes?
Yeah. So then the only round this week was we all decided to play Tuesday morning.
Not Canoop.
You weren't there?
No.
Who was the other guy there?
Jordan.
Oh, right, Jordan, friend of the pod, Jordan. Yeah. So decided to go play a Tuesday morning round, and I was 4 over through 3, so I was already morning golf.
Probably quitting.
Probably. I muttered to Harv. Was it me and you? Yeah.
Mm.
I said I might leave after 9 holes.
You also left after 9?
Just let me get.
But wait
Nah, this
till
is
wait.
better. Mine's better than Bronell's. So I was going to leave, and then I played the next 6 holes 1 under. But on 7 green, my massage therapist texts me. She's like, "Hey, just confirming that you're coming at 8." I'm like, "Oh shit, I forgot that I had booked a massage," and I had just pitched on Sunday, so I was very, very sore.
You need a secretary, man.
This golf round was horrible, like horribly sore, but then I started scoring. So I'm like, I was in that weird spot of should I quit, shouldn't I? And I was like, you know what? I'm sore. I need this. So I said I'm done after 9. And I don't even think I finished the sentence. And Bronell's like in the back of his mind of like, yep, if he's quitting, I'm quitting. And then sure enough, that's a horrible 9th hole. And then he left before I did. He took his clubs off the cart and
He was
gone
halfway
before.
to the parking lot before we putted out.
Oh, yeah.
What a snap case.
bailed.
And then I got home, and I got yelled at for coming home early.
Well, yeah, what do you expect?
Because they weren't ready to go to daycare because they thought they had a bunch of time.
The funniest part about Tuesday was Bronell said multiple times, I might play 54 holes today.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
He played 9 holes and left.
8
Then
and a
I
half.
3-putted 3 and 3-putted 5 from 15 feet and was done with that fucking round. That was awful. I played better. I hit the ball way better that morning than I did today, and I was 4 over in that round, and I was 1 over on the front today. I hit the ball 10 times better that day.
If only he could
Golf,
have
man.
fun, hey?
Golf. Stupid.
No, you.
Yeah, it's you.
It's not golf. It's you.
So, like I said, I did have, I think I actually had 2 birdies. I birdied 5 and 8, correct?
I don't know if you birdied 8 or not.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, 5
Sure.
and 8. So I had 2 birdies in that round. So technically, I played a couple 9-holers.
No, he birdied 6.
6 and 8. Sorry, yeah.
'Cause we all hit the green on 6. That might be the first time it's
yeah.
ever
Oh,
happened.
yeah.
So I'm counting the 2 birdies, but not counting the round.
Ah, that
So
makes sense.
I'm at-
That's usually how these things work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if Canoop can do it, why can't I?
Whoa.
If Canoop can do it, why can't I?
rewound this 10 minutes ago. What did you just say to me?
Yeah, I said, are you counting the birdies?
Well,
but not
it's
counting the
a
rounds?
half a round then. You got to count it as a half
Okay,
round.
sure. So
Yeah.
I got 13 and 6.5. Two
6.5 rounds.
Well, that one I
Yeah.
played 2 balls for 9 holes. What do I count that?
That's
But I didn't
that's
have a
round.
score. I didn't have a score.
Right. But counted the birdie.
we
But
talking
keep in mind that's 6.5 rounds. There's Elkridge had 4.
Yep.
Can't count those. Played
Can't
10
count 'em.
times.
Yeah, for sure.
10
Yeah.
times in 2 months.
It's
Yeah.
not bad.
Could be. Yeah, but July, tons. We're gonna play tons of golf.
Good
Got
segue
Royal
into,
Regina.
The Roadie here, 7 rounds, 8 rounds probably. coming
Yeah.
for you here.
So Ultimate Roadie.
7, yeah.
We called the last one Ultimate Roadie Saskatchewan, which should have been Northeast Saskatchewan, but it was the first one. So bear with us.
Yeah.
This one's called Northwest Sask probably.
Yep.
We're going North
'Cause it
Battleford, Jackfish, Meadow Lake, Northern Meadows, Loon Lake, Lloydminster, and then TBD on Sunday.
Probably Saskatoon somewhere.
Yeah. So plenty of golf on. I have not played a single one of these courses.
Neither have I.
It's going to be awesome.
What have you played?
Hence why I want to play my own ball. Because I've never been to this place.
I played
Any
North
ball.
Battleford a long time ago. Like 20 years ago, maybe longer.
I did some surveying
25
near
years
there,
ago.
but that's what it.
I played Loon Lake. I think I played Jackfish.
And
I
I've
think there's 2 courses around there, isn't there?
It's going to be good.
Jackfish Lodge?
There's that other 9-holer that's south of it,
Can't remember.
Cochin or something.
That's the one I played. Yeah, I haven't played Jackfish Lodge.
Are you
Yeah.
excited to play that one hole in Lloyd you didn't get to play?
Yeah, that par 5 that was closed when I played it.
Yeah.
When I showed up to the hole and it was closed and had to drive the next hole.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun. So we're playing this year's version is going to be 2-man teams. We're going to play a few different games. We haven't decided what the stakes are going to be, but we'll figure something out.
Banana splits in Davidson.
On the way
Loser buys. I like that. Yeah.
Loser buys.
They
Yeah.
got the
Then when you-
buffalo sauce and tossed right now.
Yeah,
So-
and when you factor in the upsells that those Davidson workers do, it could
man.
be $100 bill by the time we're done.
Easily.
That place
Onion
sucks.
rings, fries, extra large fries, extra large
Lettuce.
drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, they charge
You want bacon?
extra for lettuce.
They do. They ask if you want to like put the works on it, like lettuce, tomatoes, and whatnot, and they charge you for it.
As long as you don't fall asleep in the drive-thru again.
That happened once. You fall asleep driving one time, and you just never live it down.
Yeah, and unfortunately for the John Deere Classic, our phones are going to be used for other things and recording devices and you name it. So
We'll probably stream it on the way home.
yeah,
I don't
maybe
know.
a little John Deere
Well,
Sunday.
we got time. We'll be watching highlights and later.
Yeah.
Do you think
coverage.
any of us are going to beat Canoop in any of the rounds? Like, I mean, obviously everybody remembers me beating him at Silverwood last time with 3 clubs, but does anybody else think that they
I
would
don't
beat
think
him
so.
once?
No, I think his home course adjusted handicap is just enough.
Wait, are we
to-
saying
No,
beat him straight up?
I'm
or beat
talking
him net?
straight up. I'm obviously net-wise, you're going to beat him probably 3 or 4 times.
Yeah,
in that.
probably when I play well. Yeah. I don't think one of us beats Canoop. You know what? I think there will be one round that Canoop gets bested by one shot.
I think Harv might have the best chance.
No.
I know it ain't
The
gonna
wheels
be you.
are falling off.
I
mean,
would-
Why not?
If you can't get off the tee,
Jackfish, man. My chance.
I think our only chance is Canoop
Yeah.
shooting a 75, 76.
Yeah,
Which
that's,
it's
there is
doable.
one out there probably.
I'll get close to 80 at one of these places. I guarantee it.
I don't guarantee that for a second.
I-
well, you never know what the weather, like Green Hills last year, that was
Yeah.
windy. So
Yeah, very exciting stuff. So
Braga Mortgage?
yeah, let's talk about Rickie.
Well, we want to start there?
Yes.
well, everybody in
Yes.
everybody here was cheering for Adam
Nothing
Hadwin, I would
more-
assume, other than Maddie. Probably
watched-
was
I think
actually
it was
cheering
more
for
of a
Rick.
anyone but Colin situation.
Yeah.
Close. Close. But I also I just want to start at the end. And the just the pure joy that I get from watching that final putt the 47 times I've watched it, where he just like puts his hands on his putter
Yes.
and just like stares up and lets out a big old sigh.
Staring up at Chubbs,
Chubbs.
and the alligator.
That was such a good edit.
Yeah.
But it's just like you as someone who has
have
known
not
Rickie.
seen-
You haven't seen that?
You haven't seen it?
No, but I can just picture it.
The three of them in the alligator waving.
You didn't go on the internet today, hey?
No,
No,
It is
Oh, fuck,
everywhere.
is that-
everywhere. Yeah, that's good. But like anyone who like Rickie doesn't have, I don't think, too many haters.
No.
No.
So you just watch that and you're just like, yes, it's so good to see him back. Like it was the weirdest thing when we had to talk about him not being in the Masters for the first time in 8 years or 10 years or whatever it was. And then all of a sudden out of nowhere, he's just completely back.
That
It's
it cannot
it's
be
so weird.
stressed enough. That swing change he did, like he is infinitely better than when he won his first 5 tournaments as a
He
golfer.
is really good
Yeah.
right now.
Like that swing is
More
one of the
consistent
nicer ones on
and-
tour now.
His first 5 tournaments that he won was because he was one of the best putters in the world.
That's right. Yes.
And now he's got a complete game.
Yep.
So
It's just crazy that you can do that. You can completely change your swing and then it work and then you get confidence in that new swing and then just plus he was always a good putter so he still can always fall back on that and now it's like I don't think anyone in the playoff after he got a read on that putt thought that he was going to miss that. Just
I
like,
get-
oh, it's over.
I get the little swing changes like that these players do, but to make that big of a drastic one and be able to get consistent with it and especially
not
under
fall
pressure,
back.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That just amazes me. I don't understand.
Yeah,
I
like
mean-
you
understand
you
it.
never see him drop it that
Nope.
shallow ever.
No.
which
Yeah.
is kind of crazy because you would think at some point you'd have a little slip up
Yeah.
or whatever, but yeah, it's pretty impressive.
It'd be fun to work with a coach and a guy like just to have a whole team just working on your swing every day.
I don't
Like, what would that feel like?
It
You know,
would
like,
be the dream. Yeah.
it'd be unbelievable.
I don't know. Like, I don't. I just can't think of my brain just being like, fix me, and then just like standing there like, you got to do this, because there would be. I don't think I know you don't have the capabilities to actually not fall into the bad habits. I don't think I could do the new habit enough. Like,
Think
I
how
know
long
they
it took
do
you to
it.
change your grip
Yeah,
without going, and you still went back to chipping the other way.
I still chip baseball.
Actually,
Yeah, if
I
I'm
didn't know
close.
that.
If I'm close to the green, I'll chip baseball. If I'm doing bump and runs or flops, I'll do baseball too. I have to do baseball for flops.
Wow.
Gotta flip them
With glove off, have to be.
I get in the. I get caught sometimes of
And I have
when
to
I
have
wear my glove for chips and when I don't.
Yeah,
Sand shots always take the glove off, but
really.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
there's
have to-
others that kind of weird spot.
And like I
of-
said in the
Should I wear
group the
my
other day, I have to have 3 to 12 drinks to hit a good flop shot. But
You're gonna be in the pocket all weekend, and it's gonna be
Matty B said I'm not allowed to drink.
I just feel that if we got to have some,
yeah, you are.
we could have some beers, but we can't have too many beers because
Well, I
then
know.
the
It's just
the
like last time.
content.
Pocket
Here's
pocket
it's
level.
Legends
It's
was
the
the only
weird-
time we got a little bit loopy.
there's a
last time.
weird trade-off with let's call it recording people, where you have more fun booze-wise, but yet it doesn't get captured because no one turns on the turns on
the
the
care
camera.
level goes way down.
Yeah.
But how about that? How about that tee shot on the first playoff hole, or the only playoff hole? Like, that thing was right, and then he ends up with a perfect line, perfect lie. What,
Yeah.
Did he drop too?
Yeah, he was in casual water apparently.
Somebody
he
pissed
got
there.
Someone dumped their entire bottle of water out right on top of the ball.
Yeah, that's a little wet here.
But then I think it was a huge benefit to him to go first on
Mhm.
those approach shots. He throws that in there, and then those guys are like, "Oh man, we got to throw some darts here."
Well,
And then they
even
kind
his-
of overthought
What
it.
about his shot on 18?
I was just gonna say
That
he's
was
hit back to back,
unbelievable.
Yeah.
unbelievable
Oh, yeah.
approach shots.
Yeah.
And
He
we
just
saw
playing
Just
so good.
because he had to birdie it to get into the playoff.
Yeah, he gets it to like 2.5 feet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we had
Yeah.
saw in that, obviously in the playoff hole, those guys that were in the fairway ripped it back, right? Hadwin hit
Well, Morikawa
an
didn't.
8-iron. Well, no,
Well, he
but
tried
was in
to,
the
but
wood.
one hop too many.
But Hadwin hit it a 9-iron and it sucked it back 15 feet, right?
Yeah.
Where Rickie was in that first cut in regulation and was able to kind of minimize the spin a little bit, where it just kind of sat right there and just stopped. So
it
was-
released
it was
on
good.
that in the playoff. It released a good 10 feet, probably.
His.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, but he was coming over the rough.
Yeah.
Right.
It had
So-
to be like those greens must be a little like they were ripping balls back on those greens all
Like
week.
Homo's ace.
Yeah, but there was guys like hitting to the back of the green, ripping to the front.
Yeah. I don't understand that. I can't do. Yeah.
I mean, I'm
I've never spun a ball in my life.
I'm not a big Rickie. I don't love him. I mean, I don't hate him at all. But I mean, we wanted Hadwin to win. That would have been the 5th Canadian to win this year.
Would have been a very
5th
cool.
different Canadian.
I
to
was
win.
extremely torn in that playoff for sure. I was going to be happy 2 of 3 options.
Yeah,
And I mean-
anyone but Colin in that situation.
And that Callaway tweet with the guy
Oh yeah. They got
know,
licking
rubbing his
lips.
hands.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the
With his
security
lips.
guard. Yeah. That was good. The other big, like, Rickie's back up to 23rd in the world.
Yes.
Is he a
It's
Ryder
wild.
Cup?
Oh, he's
lock?
locked.
I
He's
don't-
got to be locked.
100% he's on the team.
I don't know.
100%.
He has to be locked.
Captain's pick. He might be the first captain's pick.
What makes you think he's not on it?
I don't know. He's been playing well, but
He's been playing well, and he's played in how many of them?
He's there
Yeah, he's done a
for
couple.
sure.
Yeah.
And he's been
Yeah.
good
Yes.
in them.
He's been.
Yeah.
He is a. Yeah, he's on it.
It's crazy how fast things can change. I made that list, the Ryder Cup list that we still haven't talked about, but
Well, because are you going to talk about that one, or are you going to talk about the one that you crossed off and you will present on the pod?
like that. That's my point, is that it can change within a month easily. Like,
Yeah.
one guy gets hot in a month and another guy is cold. Like, JT is cold right now. Ice cold.
extremely cold. Yes.
So
But that's the thing is,
If
he's probably still captain's pick though.
because of,
Ah,
yeah.
because he's
You
JT.
can't pick him though. How? Just because Tiger's going to be an assistant captain?
Well, JT's getting picked.
He
Yeah,
will.
I know, but
he
that's what I
shouldn't
mean.
be, right?
Yeah.
I
Ice
don't
cold
think-
and still gets
Morikawa
picked.
was cold coming into this week too.
Yeah.
But I think
We almost had to pull the audio of him.
Yeah.
What was the comment?
I
Or
said
you said?
yeah,
Yeah.
I said that he sucks lately.
Yeah.
Is Taylor
'Cause he
Gooch on your
has.
list? And I'm
Uh,
just like, I'm not.
What list?
Your Ryder Cup list.
No.
3 wins is. it's
Well,
pretty
no,
damn
that was then.
Yeah.
He only had 2 when he made the list,
That's
so
true.
that's why I wasn't
Yeah.
on it.
I had Brooks and DJ on it. That's it.
DJ's interesting to me. It's intriguing.
Rickie might have taken DJ's spot.
Yeah.
Always a good trophy at this tournament. I like that one. Like T
Yep.
with the circle
Oh yeah.
that comes out. Talked about Hadwin. Yeah, we talked about the tweet. How about that Peter Kest?
Quest.
Quest?
Yeah.
Like, that's quite the story.
It's not the only Monday Q story
That
this week.
he played with the other guy in the same group, that Hayden Springer.
Yeah.
So they were in the same group. Springer essentially DQs himself because he was playing 15 clubs in his bag the whole
Yep.
time. And then that Quest gets in. So
That's
Well, wait till you
crazy.
get to the Canadian
His eyebrow.
tour. Did you write that down this week?
I don't know, maybe.
I hope so.
We'll talk about it. I know what
So
you're
much
talking
news
Yeah.
it might
We'll
have
talk
got
about
Might
lost.
have got
in there. I
missed.
can't
But yeah,
remember.
that, like, here's the thing. Like, how do you have 15 clubs in your bag? Like, how do you just forget?
I mean,
I
the
don't know.
story checked out that he could have forgot
I'm going to carry
Because-
15 for this trip.
because it was 15
I
in
am
the
as well.
playoff, correct?
You are?
Yep.
Okay, nice.
Wasn't
no,
the
he had
wasn't the
15
story?
the whole
Oh,
round.
I thought it was just in the playoff, like he was going to wait to see if he was going to be in the playoff, and he was hitting them both and then put them both in the bag.
No, that was the day before.
Oh,
Are you carrying 2 putters?
I might have 16. I might have 2 putters and 2 forearms.
16 is not allowed. I'll allow 15.
You don't have
16
enough
is not
spots in
allowed.
your bag.
I'll
I'm,
make
I'm
space.
throwing the 64 in this week.
You should.
Just because, eh?
that's a rule. We can have 15.
Yeah.
If I had 15
Taping them to
clubs,
the
I'd-
side of your bag.
Yeah.
Who else on here?
Taping
This will kind of tie into other things, but Dylan Wu made an albatross on Thursday with no video footage of it.
I meant to pull the audio because I said we should do albatross this week. Last week.
You didn't say
I
that.
did.
I think he did.
I did.
It's not never.
I
Because I said,
remember
oh,
an
it's like
albatross.
16
I don't
to
remember.
1.
It. I don't remember.
And
It.
you said, no, never going to happen.
I remember albatross being mentioned. I
Mhm.
just wasn't sure if it was last week. It might have been the
Yep.
week before.
But where I want to go with that, like the coverage all weekend was bad too. Like, you couldn't even
Oh,
watch
yeah.
it on
wasn't on
Sunday.
TV, but I mean, it was on the app, TSN app, luckily. Which
Yeah,
is
but how
free.
about
for free?
Yeah, for sure.
golf?
But still,
The Golf Channel had. So I was confused because
it was on.
I
at
thought
1
it-
when
I-
it was already over.
yeah, well, I
Yeah.
thought it was on, and then I went on my app. I'm like, okay, I'm following it on the app. Then I went to the Golf Channel, and they were on hole 4, and I was like, well, that doesn't make any sense. They're on like 16. I want to watch the end, and then I saw it was on TSN app, so watched it on TSN app. But then it came on again on NBC, and it's like, can you imagine the people that actually don't know what happened?
Yeah.
So why
I'd just
don't
be
they-
going to find a watch party to
in
just
that
bet
situation?
people.
I get that they are picking up coverage so they can fill that whole gap or that whole time that they originally have, right? But why wouldn't you just pick up where they are, and then once the coverage actually ends, re-go,
Yes.
and then you can loop it again.
Yeah.
so
but
it fits in your
but
time.
Because the
they
tournament
had to-
finished after
They had
one,
to
I think.
show the
Yeah.
U.S. Senior Open.
Right.
Oh, that's what it was.
That was that was on every channel.
Yeah, but that was the issue is that they had to start early and play in
Yeah.
threes to get finished.
Yeah.
So they screw up all the TV. And
Yeah,
then
they can.
they were kind of in a no-win position
Yes.
up against a major.
Yeah.
Really dumb.
Yeah, I wanted to bring up that Aberg. He screwed us in the best bets, but
Thought it
finished-
was locked.
Oh, it was 100% log. You see his Thursday?
Yeah.
He hit every
Lights out.
fairway. He hit 17 greens and averaged over 300 yards on every tee shot. Only one
crazy.
other person has done that this year. It was John Rahm.
Yeah. At the Masters on Thursday.
Like, how do you go from that to 40th? Like, he was first.
Yeah.
Or second, whatever it
Yeah,
was.
and
but
then
nuts.
and then our boy Steven Yeager had an unbelievable Sunday to revive our bet, and then Aberg had a terrible Sunday.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not hard to hit 17 greens if you're hitting every fairway, really.
For a PGA Tour player.
Yeah.
It's
fair.
Still
hard. Well, you still got to hit the
It's not
par
even hard
par
for me. It wouldn't even
threes.
be hard for me.
Par threes.
I just have to get the par threes, which I wouldn't.
So it would be kind of hard.
It
is
would
what-
be.
Yeah, what you're saying. I only got a couple more here, couple fun ones. Carl Yuan was 14th, but you guys see that club twirl he did?
Oh, yeah.
Where he just like threw it. And I just wanted to point, like, he needs to play better on the PGA Tour so they get more coverage of him because
He's starting to play better.
Electric.
He is unbelievable. Like, his personality is one of the best on tour.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree.
Like,
with you.
that video last year of the Corn Ferry stuff where he's, like, hitting him, like, low, like, 20-yard hooks on the range to, like, warm up and, like, behind his back and stuff, like, with the shoe off. And, and then I just had Lucas Glover here was T4th. I only put him down because we haven't made a he's back sleeping in the house joke for a while, so needed to get that in there. So he's out of the garage, out of the
He
doghouse.
might even be back in the bed.
Nah, let's not get too carried away.
It's actually funny that
He's on the couch. He's on it, but he gets a blanket.
Yeah. I'm glad you brought him up because he walked by at the Canadian Open, and I turned to my dad. And I said, "You see that guy right there?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "That's Lucas Glover. His wife beat the shit out of him." And he just chuckled. He's like, "Serious?" I'm like, "Yeah, but because Lucas Glover's not a small man.
He's a
he's
big
not.
dude.
Yeah.
That,
So like he walked by, I was just like,
maybe she's getting smarter too and just leaving no like bruises on the arms or faces, just body shots.
Gut shots.
just punching him in the stomach, walking around the house.
Just that pillowcase of bars of soap just to the gut. Canadians.
So Hadwin, obviously T2. Pendrith, another disappointing Sunday at this event. That's 2 in a row. Last year, he finished second. This year, T14. So.
Also, on Pendrith, the announcers were doing him dirty this week, like commenting how like unorthodox his swing is, and like they're like, "Look at this thing!" Like,
Really? I didn't think his swing was that bad at all.
It's a little like
Yeah,
he
he's got
goes
that- he's got
outside
that.
and
Flip at the top.
yeah,
a little Harv style.
a little bit. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, that's a great swing in my
Yeah.
mind, but
Yeah.
it is a little like mine. But go on with the other ones.
That's it. Svensson was T40 and Gliggs missed the cut. So
Ace's
Aces.
birthday shots of the week. Aces, there's 2 and then 1 happened today. I don't know if we wanted to cover it in the preview or not, but Matt Baldwin on the Euro Tour made an ace at the Betfred British Masters, so they donate a bunch of money to a charity there. So with
He
that
didn't
ace,
even get any money. They just donated.
they donate $50,000 in his name or whatever. So good for him. And then Homa made an ace. He made a comment that he's yet to see either of his 2 aces actually go in. So blind tee shots, I guess. And then I can't remember the guy's name, but made an ace on a par 4 today in the Monday Q.
365.
yeah, he made a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in a 5-hole stretch.
Wow.
And his 1 was on a par 4.
So
400
did he?
some yards.
The only thing I didn't notice, did he qualify?
I believe he did.
I think so, yeah.
That was the only part I was like, oh, he had an ace.
Just say yes.
On a par 4.
Just say you did,
I
yes.
just remembered the Canadian Tour. Yeah, it's in there.
Okay.
The Monday Q.
Yes. Okay.
Birthdays, Larry David. You want to talk about that one? Who he might?
Well, he's a known golfer. Like, which one of us would he want to play golf with the most? do
You
think?
and him would have some good.
No, we might clash a little bit
Yeah.
though. I think
Yeah,
I
you're only-
don't think he'd appreciate
he
your
wouldn't.
barefoot.
He definitely wouldn't like you.
No, he wouldn't like your bare feet though. I don't think.
No.
I mean, it's
I don't
really
know.
between me and Maddie for who you
Yeah.
I kind of
play
agree.
a second round with.
Who do you think? I don't know.
You might be too chatty for him, Matt. It might be Harv.
It might be hard.
I'd take it.
Yeah. I'm pretty good at.
He
At
probably
matching
cheats
that-
just like you. So.
Yeah, maybe.
But they might call each other out on cheating.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then get
No, I
into,
would.
get
I just
into
look the other way. He looks the other way. We're just having fun.
Yeah, that could be.
Yeah, it's probably hard.
That'd be a great episode.
Yeah.
Oh no, that one episode where the guy had the putter that was too upright. He made that big
Oh, yeah.
stink about it. Yeah, so it wouldn't go well.
Speaking of anchoring,
correct.
are we going to the news?
Wow, shots of the week.
Mine is Rickie's second shot in regulation.
Okay.
Well, hitting it to 3 feet
Yeah.
when he absolutely needs to make birdie to get into the playoff. It's
That's
pretty
Too
ballsy.
easy. Too
pretty
easy.
ballsy.
Yeah. Yeah, mine's his putt to win.
I went a different direction here. I actually had two. Mine was Rasmus Højgaard's one where he landed in the cup.
And then it left.
And then it left and was off
Yep.
the green. And then the one I really wanted to bring up was friend of the pod, Sean Steffen, behind the green on 18 at his home course.
Yeah.
That's funny. This is
And
second
he,
mention today.
He went right underneath that thing. I don't know what he was trying to do
He was
there.
trying
I
to
mean,
flop it, so he must not have had between 3 and 12 drinks.
No. Must have been a tight pin.
Must
They
have
didn't
been
show
2
the
or
pin, but
13.
got a little cute with it there, Sean. So those are my shots of the week.
Nice.
Dude wipes.
Yeah, Morikawa.
Yeah, easy.
Best.
News. Let's buzz through these. I know you guys like when they're quick. Let's start with the leaked litigation papers of the PGA Tour live lawsuits and stuff like that. PGA Tour is not coming off in the greatest light after those got out. Pretty greasy,
Dirty pool.
backdoor, dirty stuff that they were trying to pull on the DP World Tour to try and control Ryder Cups and whatnot and all this sort of thing. So, I mean, there's no way Monahan's coming back.
Can't be.
Yeah, I have no idea. What, like, when we say coming back, like, when is their renewal?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, when's he allowed to use metal cutlery again?
Next.
They have they called a bunch of those guys to the Senate. What is that? A week or so from now, and he's not going. So I don't know.
The worst part is, like, they even tried to throw Tiger Woods under the bus, and Tiger just was like, "Nope,
Nuh-uh.
I have never seen this stuff before. Nice try, you guys."
Yeah,
But-
but do you believe that?
I mean,
Do you?
I don't know. I don't believe that he hasn't seen some of this stuff before.
Yes.
Like,
Yep.
he's the guy. But the other thing that came out is they had an idea for a mixed World Cup, like two-person teams, a female and a male, playing for a big money purse that just kind of got squashed.
Yeah.
Which
Which would have been very cool.
it's one of the
Very neat.
few sports that you could actually do it in.
Yep.
And not have to do massive changes. But yeah, so that was the big news of the week. Next here, PGA's returning to Utah, which I guess is a big deal. This Black Desert Resort, which looks unbelievable. They're
Does look
adding
good.
a,
Does look awesome.
I guess a post-playoff event there, so that should be a fun one.
Oh, that's the plan.
That's
Like
the plan. Yeah,
September.
it's not replacing anything. It's a new event after the playoffs are done for that whatever that 70 to
Mm-hmm.
125 people. The match was played this week.
Yes.
Was that
Yeah.
the 6th or 7th iteration of it?
Yeah,
Yes.
7, I think.
Worst one.
Least watched. for
Least
sure.
watch. I wrote down who cares. Like, no one
I had
cared
zero
one thing
interest.
about that.
Zero interest in watching
I
it.
mean, Matty
begin
B
with.
cared.
I watched a
Yeah,
little
but he
bit
didn't
of it.
even know
None
what's
of them
going
were hitting
on.
good
Yeah.
shots.
That was a joke.
Oh, was it?
None of them
Yeah,
were
I
hitting
didn't-
good shots at all. Like, Steph Curry's ricocheting them off people in
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
I saw a
gallery.
bunch of comments saying there's no way that guy's a plus handicap.
Yeah, like none
Yeah,
of them
I
were
wonder
hitting-
where
really?
he plays.
Yeah.
Good point. That's a
Yeah.
good point, actually.
Yep.
It is a thing.
Probably plays in the morning all the time.
It's a I understand how handicaps work.
And then
in
the
this
match
whole
was at
course,
night,
This
so
whole
it's
course
different.
thing that he's going
here-
with,
so,
it
hey,
doesn't.
no,
it's
it-
not
I
a
don't-
thing.
I don't care what your handicap is. If someone's gonna put you on television for how many million
Yes.
potentially, like I don't think you're gonna play as good. I think it just happens.
You're telling me Steph Curry can't handle the pressure?
It not in basketball. With basketball, he can. Golf.
You wouldn't think that's
Golf?
a translatable skill?
I don't. I don't. Not at all. Not with something
I-
you feel very proficient at.
He has
And then-
20,000 people yelling at him to miss every single
Yes,
shot.
but he's one of the best players in the world. He is not one of the best golfers in the world.
He's actually not that clutch in basketball.
Turn
He's
off
not.
his
I didn't say he was
Turn off
clutch.
He's not.
I didn't say he was
What?
clutch.
Look at his numbers in the last minute of games. He's not that clutch.
There's no such thing as a clutch gene in my mind. I'm a
there
big
is.
non-clutch guy.
I think the stats would say
Rob Ory's clutch.
Robert Horry.
okay. Next, I guess
Yeah.
Eric Cole. Did you guys see this one where he just finished playing 12 PGA Tour events in a row, and then drove 8 hours to play a mini tour event for like a $20,000 purse and just mopped it up, like won by like 8 or 9 strokes.
Jeez.
Well, it's funny because he burst onto the scene there probably, round 3 of that stretch? I think it was. And then he played really well at the Canadian Open, and he's played, and it's just like he's always seems to be playing well, and that's because you only notice the ones that when he's playing in every tournament, he's bound to.
Yeah, he's playing again this week too.
Yeah.
So who was he playing against in this event?
Random dudes.
Kids.
I don't know what it was, but he was minus 8, and the next closest guy was even par.
Yeah, and Homer beat their brains in.
Exactly what happened.
He could be passed off as a kid. He's not very big.
No.
Next here, I had to click on this link like 3 times to make sure it was the actual link, because I don't know if you guys have this issue in like Telegram where you click on Instagram and it just takes you to like
Yes, and it'll go to the next
next one.
Never happened.
So I clicked on this like 3 or 4 times to make sure it was it. But I guess Dundurn set a world record. You posted this in there?
For the dinosaurs.
That's what you meant to post?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why, because I posted it in Pod Topics, but it wasn't anything to do with golf.
So I'm just like, what? Like, so I wrote it down here because like
I just felt that it should be noted on the podcast that Dundurn
little
set a
local
world.
content what Bruno wants.
He really does post everything or write down everything.
Well, I
that we post in there,
had to bring that up.
Burgundy will say anything you write on that teleprompter.
You guys put it in there. One of you guys felt it was newsworthy. I'm not going to discredit what you guys think. Like that's not my job. That's fair. Like
I think it was
I leave that out, and Matty B's like, "Hey, you didn't bring up that Dundurn dinosaur thing."
world record.
So there's
it's a world record.
There's most people dressed up in dinosaur costumes.
Yeah,
That's right.
Inflatable ones.
Those dumb ones that when you walk the head bounces.
Like in Last Man on Earth.
Yes.
Yes,
Exactly.
No, Last Man on Earth is the one where he's got the legs.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
full. Like that's like probably $1,000 costume.
yeah.
We're talking like the $40 one that you used to buy at San Francisco. What a store!
San Francisco. Oh, yeah.
Can't believe they went out of business.
Yeah.
Let's
I
go
can't believe
around.
we talked about that for more than we talked about the match. Who won the match, by the way? I didn't even hear that.
Kelsey.
I still
and
don't know
Mahomes.
who
Kelsey and Mahomes.
Kelsey and Mahomes, man.
Let's go around the world real quick. Start with the Live in Spain at Valhalla there. Tyler Gooch got his 3rd win.
Not Valhalla.
Valderrama.
Yeah.
That's what I
was
meant.
I was taking a drink. I didn't. have time
Whatever.
to,
No one
correct
cares about Live.
Attaboy.
it. Nice. He's back.
Easy.
He's back.
Big time Bryson choke job there. But probably the biggest story that came out of the Live this week is that Rory and Sergio have buried the hatchet. They're friends again.
Something happened at the Open last week
U.S.
or 2
Open.
weeks ago. Yeah.
They're just. Who said Sergio just said he's just happy to have his friend back.
That's
Crazy.
I think a lot of people are now. What's come out with this whole PGA Live stuff? A lot of the PGA guys feel like wronged and brainwashed a little bit, maybe, and so I think a lot of fences have been mended.
So I got a conspiracy theory that we'll get to, but
yes, love it.
to
Is
your
it
point
the
there,
airbase
that
changing the weather.
the players, some of those players were posting that whatever that in solidarity about the Eamon Lynch saying Cantlay was trying to stop this whole thing, and guys posted this big, I don't know, article, whatever it was of them, or a letter of them saying they stand with these guys. This was all fake, whatever it was, never happened. So my conspiracy theory is, was this just all a long con to get the players more money?
Well, isn't that kind of what Phil said?
But I mean, like, did they all kind of scheme this up? Because now they're playing for 5 times the money now.
Well, I know that the big thing now in the background is they're playing for so much money that they're not even sure that it's a sustainable business model.
It wasn't. That's exactly why they did this. Because in that whole big article that just came out, they were going to be bankrupt in like 5 years if they kept going with what they had proposed earlier last year.
So maybe is it a long con by the Live guys?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the players have cooked this up that like I'll do this, I'll go, and then the Saudis are going to back us to come back, and we're all going to be better off.
Oh, I see. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying is like Phil said this is all being done because we're not getting paid our worth.
Yeah.
So I think.
Did you read that
comment.
article, the Eamon article?
No, I didn't.
It wasn't even that bad. Just essentially saying that Cantley's trying to rally some of the guys to not take this deal, but it didn't really go into much more detail than that, and there was only a couple lines. So I don't know why these guys are so upset about it.
I'll tell you why. Everybody hates those two, Eamon Lynch and Brandel Chambly.
Mm-hmm.
And those guys have dug such a hard line that they're going to take a lot of L's here for a while.
Yeah.
Well, Chambly's only got a couple weeks left.
Oh, that's right. I can't believe I forgot the biggest part of the Live news. Pat Perez cut his hair.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Oh, that was. Yeah.
It's gone.
Really?
Did you see the video where it was like them like interviewing like Live guys, and it was like setting up like they didn't see this coming, like the merger. And it was like, we didn't see that. I didn't have a clue that this was going to happen, and blah, blah, blah. And then it cuts to like Perez like shaking his hair out and it's no hair.
It's like almost a little bit of a rat tail.
Yeah, like a little, like it's like a mullet, but like a short one.
Yeah, got it.
But yeah, so
I
that
thought about for content shaving my head on the roadie, but I'm not going to do it.
Into a mullet or just
Just,
completely?
like, completely shave it off.
No, don't do that.
yeah, you can do so much cooler things with your hair.
Yeah, it's so long now. I'm pot committed.
Next, Champions Tour was the U.S. Senior Open this week. Bernhard Langer just, I guess, took the back nine off to make it close, but like he was 6 up going on the back nine, finished 2 up.
Really?
Yeah, he finished
Yeah, I
minus
stopped
7.
watching. That thing was over.
Yeah.
That guy playing as well as like when he turns it on, it's like you can't catch him.
That one tweet though that said "drive for show, anchor for dough" might be the best tweet ever. Because like that guy's anchoring and it has for a long time.
Big time.
This is his 46th title on the Senior or Champions Tour.
46.
That
And-
guy's career is just insane.
And that major thing he posted where he had 7 majors in like his first 5 years on the Champions Tour.
That's
Like
And his
nuts.
worst finish was like 20th.
Yeah, that was insane.
Yeah.
Weir was 35th. McLean was 42nd. Stephen Ames was 51st. And this Danny King made the cut or qualified but missed the cut. So 4 Canadians in it. The Canadian Tour, the ATB Classic, won by Davis Lamb. This is the first time in the history of the Canadian Tour that a Monday qualifier has won a tournament.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
And the guy, the other Monday Q guy finished second. I'm
Oh,
pretty
I didn't
sure.
know that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Monday Q's went 1-2.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Mhm.
I mean, great trophy. Like blue, like flame on top of a wooden, what do you want to call it, pedestal?
Yeah.
So that was
That's
pretty
fair,
nice.
yeah. Okay.
Ty Campbell missed the cut. And then this Austin Christensen, did you guys see that all-time psycho card he had? Where he had like a 10, he had like 3 triples,
Yes.
2 doubles, and then made the cut. And I mean, he finished 46th or something like that. But
Making the cut with a 10.
the cut with a
is
10 is
something.
pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Like he was 70 both days, and he had a 10
Yeah.
on one of those.
That's crazy.
So that was crazy. Corn Ferry Tour, the Tour Memorial Health Championship, won by Paul Barjan. Just your standard crystal pint glass here. You can drink out of that one.
That guy's going to be on tour soon.
Mhm.
Ben Silverman was 5th. Speaking of guys going on tour, like
Yeah.
his card
Yep.
is locked up.
Yeah.
And then the Latino America Tour, this one's actually pretty crazy. It was the Tour Championship. Chandler Blanchett won in a playoff over 3 guys to win the year-long race. If any of the other 2 guys win that tournament,
So he won it over Creighton, who was previously first.
yes. Creighton had a terrible Sunday, dropped 12 positions on Sunday. This guy wins the playoff to win the year-long race.
Wow.
Damn.
Any of those other guys win, like they were way back. Like they were in the 50.
Creighton finishes first if
If either of
yeah.
those other 2 guys win, Creighton's
And what is
finished
it for that tour? Top 5?
first. Top 1 gets a spot on the Corn Ferry Tour.
No, Creighton said he's got a spot. Though.
Well, he probably does, but the one's
Conditional.
guaranteed like
Yeah.
full
Oh, yeah.
status.
Yeah. Right.
So that's a bit of a stinging one.
We'll ask him about it next week.
And this was another good trophy. It was like a plaque, a big plaque with like a panther head on it.
That's a good
That
one.
sounds good.
So yeah, and that Savoy was 11th, another Canadian. And then DP World Tour, the Bedford British Masters won by Danny Hillier. Rose was 4th. Cockrell missed the cut. And just your standard UK-style trophy with the ribbons on the side, soccer style. Yeah, that's around. That's the news.
Finally.
Pick recap.
Didn't even mention Liv.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Like Gooch?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. No, I don't even think he mentioned
not that we
Gooch,
won. Not that he
No,
won.
Well,
no,
it's
just
third
Pat
win.
Perez.
Pat Perez. I mentioned Gooch, his 3rd win. It's right on the top of the list. There's no way I missed that. You guys weren't paying attention. Just shows
I
that
normally
you guys
gap
tune
out-
the
I
the
gap out
news.
most of the news, but I
Well, you
didn't
missed
hear
that. You missed that Monahan comment, I guess, or did you hear that one?
No, I got it. Yeah.
Okay. Pick recap. Bronell won the week, so I guess we're shipping Bronell to challenge Matty B
Let's
here.
go.
It was tight.
So
Canute
Bronell
will never
What's the standings?
do
the
this.
standings are Matty B 28, Bronell 19, Canute
28?
Yeah.
Since when?
Well, we got that major.
Ugh.
And then
The Open's coming up.
Canute 15, Harv 14. So Bronell had Cam Davis 17th, Taylor Pendrith 14th, and Keegan Bradley 21st for 17 average.
That's not bad.
Canute was second. He had Svensson 40th, Chris Kirk 14th, and Adam Hadwin second for 19 average. Matty B was third. He had Aberg 40th, Straka 64th, and Jaeger 9th for 38 average. And I was fourth. I had Justin Suss 78th. Hoagie missed the cut 84th. And Brennan Todd 56 for 73 average. Like, I'm doing my part, making sure I don't
Step on
Step
any
on any
toes.
toes.
step on any toes.
What was Straka last week?
64th.
After being top 10 after
Might
Friday.
have been Strake, actually.
Yeah, straight. Yeah, I saw that. I forgot that I forgot which guy was picked for me, so then I went and looked at the graphic and I saw straight. I was
Luckily,
like, what the
with
hell?
the picture, you can't really see it.
No, that's why it wasn't caught.
Yeah.
That graphics. stinks.
John Deere preview.
Yes, sir.
How long is this going to be?
Not very long, both of them. We have John Deere Classic this week, TPC Deer Run in Silvis, Illinois. Par 71, playing 7,289 yards. JT Poston returns this week to try to defend his win from last year, where he went wire to wire to win this tournament by 3, getting his 2nd career win. Excuse me. Lots of PGA Tour University guys playing this week, so Sargent is here. He only needs a couple more place points here, and then he gets his special temporary membership. Same with Aberg. So that's pretty exciting for a bunch of those guys. We only have one person playing inside the top 20 this week in the OWGR, 9 inside the top 50, and 26 inside the top 100. So actually not too bad at the bottom end, but nothing really much at the top.
Who's the one? Cam Young?
Yeah, Cam Young, so he's 19. And then we also have Live London this week. So Centurion Club in Hemel
He's still doing
Hempstead,
this.
England.
Still doing it.
Par 72, playing 7,084 yards. This was Liv's inaugural tournament last year. So things have changed quite a bit in the last 365 days. So it's pretty exciting, I think.
It's over 365 though.
Not 366, then we'll call it.
No, because it was in Canadian,
Canadian
Open.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
So it's over a year.
Okay, whatever. Same thing.
390.
Charles Schwartzel won the tournament here last year at -7, and his Stingers also won the team championship that week. So we'll see if they can repeat.
We
Cool.
barely
I
even
like that you can
recapped
now
the
have the
tournament.
history on them.
I know some history, a little more.
Defending champs.
Yeah,
now,
defending champs. now.
Defending champs are nice.
All right.
We got, I think, 4 Canadians playing. Gliggs, Hadwin, Svensson, Taylor. So I guess I'm first.
Yep. And
You getting Sepp Strake again, buddy boy.
it's just like, is it going to be Straka?
Hold on. I got to write these down.
There's actually so a lot of the top 50 guys had some success last year here.
The odds are
They
crazy
should.
in this one.
Very.
Griot was
everyone-
Everyone,
McCarthy
they're
is-
giving everyone a chance to win this.
Denny
Yeah.
McCarthy is number 1 in the odds, 14-1 this week.
Yeah. Him and Cam Young
Well,
are both
yeah.
14.
I'd be remiss
Yeah.
to not take.
It's not you.
Oof.
It ain't you.
Almost
Almost
you
let
gave
it
him
slide.
someone?
I gave him Straka. Yeah.
Straka, yeah.
Fuck. I was a week early on Shank. I'm going to take him this week.
Perfect.
Is he ranked 51st still?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. 7th last week. I'm taking Aberg again.
Yeah. Had him written down.
I'm going to take Eric Cole.
Also had him written down. I'm going to take Christian Biswedenhout. Second here last year.
Okay.
I'm
gonna
always a
take-
fan of him.
Adam Hadwin.
Right in front of me.
Stop taking my guys, you guys.
Well, you picked
I-
first.
I had
No,
talked
but these
about-
two shouldn't be picking my guys.
So I always talk about. Oh, sorry.
These
Xander
two should-
Schauffele's swing. How I just really enjoy watching it. Adam Hadwin's swing has come a long way, and it is awesome to watch. The way he was swinging it over the weekend was, just swing is pretty.
Yep.
Very, very nice.
Well, now
he made a good putt in the playoff, too. That thing.
He did. Just a little
Yeah.
too hard. Otherwise, it
Yeah.
would have broken.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, this dead air, we missed Roman Reigns getting pinned for the first time in 1,200 days
Who beat
on
him?
Saturday. The Usos won.
Oh, the pin. Okay, I was like,
He hasn't been pinned in like 1,200 days.
yeah, that's crazy. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, Tawny hasn't homered yet tonight either, so that's something. Might
I'm
have
going-
one more at bat.
I'm just gonna same team as last week. Exactly the same team. I'll take Steven Yeager. Same team.
Yep.
Just change Strake to Straka, please.
That shouldn't even be allowed.
Smart.
But
That's how I
I
won.
will
That's
allow
how
it.
I won 2 trophies. It's just picking the same 3 guys every week.
Yep.
Yeah.
Biswedenhout was one of them.
Is it me? I'm gonna take. Speaking of swings, Patrick Rogers might have the best swing on tour. I'm saying that right now, but I'm
Too bad he
taking.
stinks.
What?
No, like too bad he just doesn't ever.
Yeah,
do
you've
well.
picked him a few times.
I know.
Yeah.
Who are you gonna take?
Who are you taking?
Well, who are you gonna take?
I don't know. I got Poston and Hadley written down.
Okay, I'll
Don't
take
want-
Keith Mitchell.
I don't want either of them. I wanted Cole or Hadwin. Should I take Hadley or Poston? Defending champ, probably.
Sorry, who did someone give one to you?
Not yet.
No,
I'm gonna give you a good one.
McCarthy, please. I'll take JT Poston, I guess. Ugh. Ugh.
Don't love that.
No, I know. Don't love it.
I'm gonna give you Cam Young.
Oops.
And Knoop, who do you have?
I have
Hadwin.
Shank and Hadwin.
I'm gonna give you Denny McCarthy.
That's greasy.
Okay, I like that.
That's a greasy
smart.
one.
You know who's the happiest here? Bronell, because he's so upset with me being so far ahead that now he's the guy that gets the benefit of you guys giving him good ones rather than everyone just trying to win on their own.
I'm not that happy about it.
You are
So
happy.
No, I'm not.
You're a big loophole happy guy.
So I just want to point out here that you guys closed the loop.
Oh, we did?
Oh, yeah, you can't
I'll
pick
give
for
you
Canoe.
McCarthy. You got to give Knoop Henley though. That's the rule.
Henley might stink this week. I almost gave you
He has
Henley.
like
Why would I-
4
I don't
straight
have
top
to give
25.
Knoop
You get to pick
anything.
whoever you want.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm fine with that. Close the loop. You can pick your own.
So
There's
you're-
only 5
you're-
good guys.
You're
in-
giving Knoop McCarthy?
yeah.
Oh, so you're picking your own now then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know. Take Nick Taylor.
This is good though. Close. I can screw up things by closing the loop, and then maybe I'll close the loop next week too. So then the guy who's supposed to throw it has to pick a number 1 player in the world.
Yeah.
Hmm.
There you go.
And then we'll really see who's drawing lines here.
So it's over?
It's over. That's it.
That's
Okay.
it.
73 minutes. Sorry, Harv.
Well, best bets still.
Oh yeah.
I have 2. They're both playing off the same. I'll say this one first because you guys will.
Hate it.
I know Harv will
Yeah,
like
hate
it
it.
more. Ludwig, T30. Rose Zhang, T10. Plus 500.
What's the LPGA event?
The U.S. Open at Pebble.
Oh, that's right.
They go back. Oh right, back-to-back majors. That's right.
No, week off.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they
Uh,
didn't play this week.
Yes.
That's back-to-back.
Well, kind of, yes. But I like this one better. Ludwig, top 30. Zhang win, 2,400.
I don't like wins. Don't like
Can't
wins.
be picking
I know you
wins.
Don't like wins.
No.
But
Don't like wins.
Listen to this one I cooked up here.
Cooked up.
Yeager, Schenk, Mitchell, Hadwin, Aberg, Young, Henley, and McCarthy all to make the cut for plus 926.
Way too many.
It's not
Whoa,
bad,
whoa,
though.
Whoa, whoa. Say that one more time. I thought that was going to be like top 30s or something.
No.
But
Yeager, Shank, Mitchell, Hadwin, Aberg, Young, Henley, McCarthy, all to make the cut for plus 926.
I love it. One of them's going to miss, but I love it.
I do actually really like
Love it.
that. Shank scares me, but he's on my team.
Mine's
so.
just Cam Young top 10 for plus 240.
And mine was the exact
Just
same
like-
bet as last week. Aberg and Jaeger top 20 for plus 600.
No.
I like
They
Harps.
had their chance.
I do like Harps,
Okay,
but I also like
Let
my
me find
plus
to make
500.
cuts here.
Yeah, I don't mind that plus 500.
Okay, to make cut. McCarthy, Henley, Young, Aberg, Hadwin, Shank,
Yeager, Mitchell.
Jaeger, Mitchell. Can I place that? 8-leg parlay. Why won't it says restricted? Multiple options are restricted.
A lot of dead air.
Interesting.
No, I guess it's out.
I guess it's out. Which one are we taking then?
What was that plus 500 one?
Harvs, so he has to type them all out.
Ludwig,
Well, I can't.
Ludwig T30
Oh, you can't do it.
and Zhang T10.
T what for Ludwig? Ludwig?
T30.
Top 30.
Top 30? That's
And Zhang top 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
yeah.
Pencil it in.
Oh, that's why I got it. Hold on.
Yep.
You had something in there twice.
I had those top 20s mixed in there.
I would expect that from
Yeah.
him, not you.
10 to 1 for Harvs.
I actually
McCarthy,
really do
Henley,
like that one
Young,
as well.
Aberg, Hadwin, Shank, Jaeger,
You know what?
Mitchell.
Place them both this week. Going 2 bets.
2 bets.
So
Well,
we're
Harvs
That's
bet.
never going to fit on the graphic. But
no. So we're what time on Thursday at Battleford?
8:30.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
Yep. She's going to be an early morning, boys.
And
oh, what the hell? 1, 2,
yeah.
3, 4.
All right,
The
so
forecast
if
looks-
you're still
looks
with us,
pretty good, but we'll see.
hit plenty of social media over the weekend.
I think Canoop and I should be partners in the morning rounds. Just to punish him a little bit.
Yeah, and I would love that because that means I'm not on your team.
Make those the best ball day. Then
Oh, yeah. No. Total score match.
Total score
You're
match.
still
play.
punishing me by keeping the ball in play.
You guys got anything else? I'm very excited for this.
Yeah. I'm excited to play some courses that I haven't played before in Saskatchewan. Like, there's not that many on the list, really.
Nope. This
Yeah,
will cross a
it'll be
bunch
good.
off.
Yeah.
That's the best part of the roadie is just crossing off those courses that
Yeah.
you'd never, like,
And
you're not necessarily going to.
Like Meadows
And-
is so
yeah.
far
and
away.
I think the most exciting for me is not only are we crossing it off, but get to capture it. So then we all know that you're going to remember this shit, but to get to watch it back, I'm equally as interested.
Yeah.
I'll reserve that comment, the right to go back on that comment based on score.
I'm going.
Burn tapes.
I'm going under 2 club drops this whole trip.
Oh my God. Why
Will
do
you stop?
Why do you set yourself up for failure? It
It's
plays
ridiculous.
into
I'm going.
your move.
I'm
too,
going
like,
under 2 rounds. You have fun.
Last
I'm taking
so-
the under.
Yeah.
so last
I
trip
agree.
I had a great time at
Evergreen.
Nipawin
Yeah.
and Legends and
Cook.
Silverwood.
And Cook.
Cook was okay. I didn't mind Cook. Yep.
The evenings.
The evening rounds
yes.
and Cook. So yeah.
Oscasu was
I'm
fine,
gonna
too.
have. I'm
Yep.
I'm gonna try to enjoy Battleford, but that's the one I think I'm gonna hate. No, we're up at 5. That's not technically a morning round.
No.
Meadow Lake is gonna suck. The
Yeah.
morning after a long day, that one's gonna suck.
But it's a decent drive up there, anyways.
yeah, I guess like a
scenic.
nap. Nap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Alright.
know what we didn't talk about?
What?
The boys doing numbers on TikTok on the Player Athletics TikTok.
I
The
mean, I'm
amount of idiots-
absolutely right in that situation. 100% right.
Well, yeah, and everyone in the comments is wrong because they think that we're playing as a sixsome on like a regular round.
Yeah, it's a
Obviously, you're driving into that group.
I tried to go look at those comments, but I had to make a profile.
They were
wasn't
all
doing
the
that.
It's all the
exact
exact same.
I'm
Like,
not
yeah, you're
allowed.
playing as a sixum. Get off the green. They're just telling you to hurry up, put some shoes on, all this stuff. It's like, no, we're playing in a tournament that is sixums. That we're in hour 3 of a 6-hour round.
And
No
literally
one
10
cares.
minutes
That was our
before-
last hole. That was our last hole today.
Oh yeah, that was.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Last
at
hole
all.
of the day, they could have waited 5 more minutes. And literally 10 minutes before, Harv says, should I go on the tee? And I said, no, you should wait. And then he drove it onto the green.
Yeah.
Landed it on. Could have hit somebody in the head.
In the head?
In the head.
That's
All right, you
better
guys
than a hole in one.
Yeah. You guys got anything else?
Nope, that's it for me.
I'm excited for next week.
Wrap it up.
Hopefully Miles Creighton joins us and we recap the roadie. But until then, it's time for us to hit the clubhouse.